In the data center, I have all the controllers, and here I have Windows PC to access my vManage through GUI. From vManage, I can manage entire SD-WAN fabric because reachability is already there. We already did the initial configuration through CLI. Now we can manage all managed devices from vManage. But on managed devices, you can see so many other configurations are required, like service side configuration, the LAN interface configuration, routing protocol in the LAN, or MPLS interface configuration. This is still pending, right?
Yes.
Then BGP configuration between MPLS and managed device. And these configurations are required for all the managed devices.
Yes.
And so many configurations are similar, like this interface is connected to MPLS, need to enable BGP. On both sides we need to enable it, right? So for those types of configuration, now we can create templates. And what is templates? Templates are used to simplify the management and configuration of devices. Yes, true. Instead of
Yes.
configuring each edge device, your VS or CS, manually, template allow you to configure and manage multiple devices centrally, ensuring consistency and reducing error. If we are going to guys run thousands of command on devices, right, definitely there is chance of human error, 110% correct. After that, there are two types of templates: feature templates and device templates. In last class, we have seen this practically on the vManage, on the dashboard of vManage. Feature template and this device template. Guys, what is feature templates? Yesterday we discussed this. Yes. Feature template is used to configure a specific feature of the device, like configuring interface, configuring routing protocol, configuring VPN, VPN 0, VPN 512, VPN 10, 20, any VPN. So for each types of configuration, you can create one feature template. These templates define the configuration of individual components of the device. Single component, one template, feature template. VPN, for VPN we need one template, for VPN 0, for VPN 512, and for VPN 10, let's say. So I need 3 VPN templates here to configure Giga Ethernet, let's say 2 Giga Ethernet. So I need template for both the Giga Ethernet interfaces, right? Like for the routing, we need template for OSPF, we need template for BGP, like that. And how feature templates work? Each template configures a specific part of the device, such as its VPN configuration, routing, and interface settings. You can create a separate feature template for each function of the device. For example, one template for VPN setting, one template for interface configuration like Ethernet port, one template for BGP or OSPF routing protocol. And once you create the individual feature templates, they can be reused across the multiple devices. Same thing. Yes. After that, example, right? So example is also going to be same. That is just creating feature template for different purposes than device template. A device template is complete configuration template. Same we had seen yesterday, right? We had collected, like called all the feature templates in one device, sorry, all the feature templates in one device template. And after that we pushes device template to the devices, not feature template. So it is complete configuration template that binds all the necessary feature template to fully configure the SD-WAN device. Right, like let's say you have created feature template for routing, interface, VPN, etc. And now you can combine all into a single template that is called device template, and then you can push the device template to the device. So device template is the complete configuration, and feature template is a specific configuration. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
After that, both are categorized in again two parts. Both feature template and device template are categorized into two parts. This is the implementation, like how you can create feature template. So through CLI also you can create feature template. In the last class we seen this. We have seen this, right? By copy the CLI configuration of any device, you can create the template. So that is going to be CLI based template. If I am going to write all the commands in the template, that is going to be CLI based template. These are used to manually configure device with command line instructions. It is similar like configuring, putting the command on devices, but again there is difference. If you have so many devices, then you need to run command on so many devices, but here you need to run command for only one device. Traditional device configuration method. And the second one is feature based device template. Feature based device template means call multiple feature template in the device template. So first we have seen what is feature template, then we have seen what is device template, then we have seen we categorize device template into two part. Device template into two part means how we can create the device template. So there are two way to create device template. One is through CLI, through command line interface also I can create device template, or through feature templates also I can create device template. Means we have feature template for each specific task, and we can call all into a single device template. This is template. Why template? If you want to go in detail, you can see consistency, scalability, efficiency, centralized control. These are reason of it, right? So what I will do here, see, first of all, tell me, is my lab visible? Lab, my lab.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I will do first of all, whatever feature templates are there on vManage, I am going to delete it, and after that I will create template for WAN edge device, for VAs, let's say, right? Not for any single VAs, for the configuration which are common. For that I am going to create one template from the scratch. And you know how many things are required here, right? If I will talk about the required templates for, let's say, any VAs, branch 1 VAs 1, what are the common configuration, guys, in all the WAN edge devices? Common configuration, VPN 0, VPN 0 is common, system wise configuration is common,
Interface,
system wise configuration, VPN 0 configuration, interface, default route, in VPN 0. In VPN 0 we need to configure BGP also, BGP. How many interfaces are there? 6. You can see 3 interfaces are there on one WAN edge. 3 interfaces. On some WAN edges 4 interfaces are there, and on maximum 3. 1 minute, guys. Yeah. Yes. Then, so 3 templates are required for interfaces on all. Then maybe we need to configure OSPF in LAN side. These are the basic required configuration on all WAN edge devices. So we'll create template for these all types of configuration and the common template that will be used on all WAN edge devices. Even you can use it on DC VH also, right? So let me access my vManage first. Let me open Opera. What is the management IP address? Management IP of vManage, guys, 192.168.20. I think 20. Yeah. Please put yourself on mute. From somewhere I'm getting noise. Okay, all the WAN edge devices are online. You can see, let me take you to template. First of all, go to devices and let me check the mode of all devices. Mode should be CLI. Here you can see the mode of 2 devices is vManage mode. Let me check these devices 5.5 and 6.6.6. 5.5.5 and 6.6.6. So from the devices I can deattach it. I have to go to template. Templates, and this is my template. You can see attached devices 2. So I'm going to say detach. 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 It will remove the template. The mode of my devices is going to be now CLI. And then I will again take you to the template. These are my device template. Let me delete it. Delete device template. And delete this device template also. Oh, sorry. I clicked on view. So what it's saying? The feature templates attached to this device template, you cannot delete it. We can remove the feature template as well, and we can delete the feature templates also. By the way, we can use these templates. Let me correct it. Let me see. This is the template for Ethernet 0/0. I am going to rename it. First, I am going to change the name. Name I am going to say, what I can say. Let's say interface or internet interface. Internet interface is the name of my template, and I know what are the interfaces connected to internet. What is the name of that interface? What I will do, I will remove this name. It will ask me for the name while pushing the configuration device specific, and here I can say internet interface. Internet interface name. It will ask you the name of interface, right? So the interface which is connected to internet can be here. Like you can configure that interface. Let's say in WAN, like inside one, it G0/0 is connected to internet, and inside 2 0/2 is connected to internet. So this is going to be different, right? Device specific also I can set it, because I am trying to create common template that can be used on multiple devices. Even that's why I name it internet interface. the interface which is connected to internet. So name is going to be device specific, then single template will work. Here we can configure the description. That description should be connected to WAN, connected to internet. Then IPv4 address, guys. IP address should be static, and we can do one more thing. We can enable DHCP service on internet who will provide IP address from the DHCP. That is also possible. So if you want to configure dynamic, then you will select this option, dynamic. In a static, it will ask me for the IP address while pushing the template, right? So name of my, like what it should ask IP address of internet interface. IP address internet interface. With same name it will ask you, right, while pushing the configuration. DHCP helper is required, not required. Block non-source IP, these are not required. Interface should be tunnel. Yes, interface should be tunnel. And the color should be what? Color is, I'm going to set it over here, internet. Let's say biz internet. Color biz internet, and restriction is on. Earlier it was using MPLS color. Allow service all is allowed, netconf, SSH. NAT is not required, nothing is required. Just update it. Now I will use this template for all WAN edge devices to configure Ethernet 0/, sorry, not Ethernet, GE 0/0. To configure GE 0/0 of all the devices, I will use this template. Or you can say whatever interfaces are connected to internet. To configure that interface, this template can be used. Even in the DCVS as well. Anywhere. Right. Similarly, I will create one MPLS, one interface template to configure MPLS. Let me edit this one. Here I am going to say MPLS interface. Rename it MPLS interface. Port should be shut down. Name should be device specific. It should ask while pushing the configuration. And what should be the name? MPLS IP address MPLS interface. This should be the name. Description, here I can say connected to MPLS. IP address device specific, and what it should ask? It should ask MPLS interface IP address. MPLS interface IP address. Okay. Tunnel, yes, on, and color should be here MPLS. Let me select MPLS. Most of the configurations are same. You can see allow service all, those are fine. IP route is not required here. Update it. Now internet interface configuration and MPLS interface configuration is done. For the system wise configuration, I can use this template. Let me edit it. System config. Name of template is system config. Side ID should be device specific and it will ask you for with this name side ID. System IP should be device specific and name should be system IP. System IP. Time zone should be same. Globally it should be Asia Kolkata. Host name should be device specific and it should ask for host name while pushing the configuration. Location you can select it, you can leave it. Description you can configure. For now nothing is required. Let me update it. All are fine. System configuration is done. For the VPN 512 I can have template with name, let's say management interface, like internet interface, MPLS interface. We have now management interface. Template to configure management interface. Put VPN ID of management interface is going to be, this is VPN template, not interface. I have opened the wrong one. Yeah, it's VPN 512. This is the management interface. Edit it. MGMT interface. Copy and paste over here. Port should be no set. If it is set also, then also no problem. We can set it. Globally set down. Here you can configure the description. IP address I can set it on default.
Sir, I have one query. If we will create a, right now you are editing our template, correct?
Correct.
But if we will create a new template, okay,
In the
forward.
last class we had created these all template which I am editing now.
Okay, so we will go into the add template, correct?
Yes,
And
template, then feature template, then add new template. Then you will select the device and after that template type.
okay, so there will be a different management template, system by template.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
This interface should be tunnel? No, not required. Nothing is required. VRP, nothing, just update it. Template for management interface, internet interface, and MPLS interface. Then I need one template for VPN 0. I can name it like transport VPN. Transport VPN. VPN ID will be 0. Name is going to be transport VPN. VPN name. You can change it. DNS not required. OMP not required here. IP.yes, one default route should be there in VPN 0 for internet access. Right, if you want to add route on the null interface, you can see, you can select over here the null also. For now I am going to add the next hop for default route 0.0.0.0/0 and next hop add new next hop. Next hop IP should be device specific and it should ask next hop and let's say internet IP. Done. So next hop is added. You can see distance 1 for the static route, you know this. Okay. Oh, by the way, one default route were already there. This one I am going to delete it now. Delete it. What happened? This one is not added. And fine. IPv6 route not required any service, nothing. Update it. Now we need template for VPN 512 management VPN like transport VPN. Now I will have one template for management VPN. VPN. 512 name not required, leave it on the default. Nothing is, all are fine. I'll update it. Then any other VPN is required, guys? Yes, we need service VPN. We need service VPN. I can say VPN 10. Let me rename it service VPN. Service VPN. Service VPN is VPN 10 in my case. Okay. VPN name service VPN. Okay. And rest all thing is going to be same. The service VPN. In VPN 10, I am not going to configure any route, nothing. So service VPN is there, transport VPN is there, and management VPN is there. All types of VPNs configuration are done, and interfaces configurations are also done. Internet interface, management interface, and MPLS interface. We need template for G0/0 service side interface. That can be LAN interface, right? So we can create one template for LAN interface also. And what I will do, I will just copy it. And if you want to see the new template, how we are creating new template, so see, go to template, then feature template and add new template. Select the device. I am creating template for VS Cloud. So VS Cloud. Now it is asking which type of template you want to create. So which template I want to create here? Which template, guys? VPN interface template. Management WAN LAN. Select it. Name it service VPN. Service VPN 10 we can say, because we will have multiple service VPN. So I can say service VPN 10.
So sir, service VPN will use after B edge router, B edge or C edge router?
LAN interface. Let's say LAN interface here.
Okay.
LAN interface. LAN interface. This template is required to configure LAN interface.
Okay, sir.
Port should be shut down or no shutdown. Offline interface, no shutdown, and it should be globally no shut. So set global. Name of interface. Device specific is it should ask while pushing the configuration. Device specific. What it asking? VPN name. So I can name it what? LAN interface. LAN interface in VPN 10 we can say like that also we can, because we are creating this template for LAN interface, and if we have multiple LAN interface then we can name it like LAN interface 1, LAN interface 2. I am assuming that there is only one interface, one LAN interface. So then this template will work, and name should be LAN interface. Then LAN interface, we have only one LAN interface. If we have multiple, we can have template like LAN interface 1, LAN interface 2, and so on. Description, if you want to configure here, you can set it LAN interface or connected to LAN. What I can say, connected to LAN. IP address, it should be device specific, and name of IP address should be LAN interface IP or IP address LAN interface. Okay. Tunnel is required, not required. Not required, not required, nothing is required, just save it. VRP, ACL, from here you can also select the section. ARP not required, 802.1x authentication not required. In the advanced duplex, MAC address, IPMTU, these are there, right? We don't need to do anything now, just save it. So now you can see we have template for LAN interface also. LAN interface, system wise configuration. Then BGP is required here. In VPN 0, we need to enable BGP also. So let me edit this template for the BGP. I have already one template. I'm going to edit it. Name should be BGP template. BGP template. Okay. No set. AS number should be device specific, or I will configure same AS number. I can do one thing, like I can configure same AS number on all the managed devices, because all managed devices are belongs to single organization. So their devices will be in same AS number. Let's say AS number is 10 on all the devices. Router ID, I am leaving it on default, means it will use the default behavior of selecting router ID, the dynamic method. AS path propagation not required. Distance value 20, okay. For internal 200, fine. Neighbor, yeah, there should be one neighbor command. Let me add one neighbor. Neighbor is going to be, address is going to be device specific. It will ask for, let's say, what, BGP neighbor IP address, right? Description, if you want to configure description, you can do it. Remote AS is going to be, let's say, globally same. On the MPLS router, I will configure 500, or let's say 100. I want to run BGP AS number 100 on MPLS router, or you can set it 500 also, whatever you want. Address family, I can select address family IPv4 here globally on, and I can select address family IPv4 unicast. Policy and those things are not required in the advance. Is there anything? Next hop self is not required because we have eBGP here. Send community, no, nothing. Add it in the neighbor, and whole time everything I am leaving on default and just updating the template. So template for the BGP is done. Now we need one template to configure OSPF in the LAN side. Let me create one template for VS Cloud to configure OSPF protocol. Let me see where is template for OSPF. Where it is, guys? Here it is, right? OSPF. Select it and say OSPF config. Router ID, I'm leaving it on default. The dynamic method, distance, everything, leave it on default. Redistribution, is redistribution required? See here. You are running OSPF in the LAN side. Let's say here I will talk. You are going to run OSPF. And between your VS Smart and this WAN edge device, OMP is running, correct? OMP is running. So you need to advertise OSPF in OMP also. Right? By default, OMP is not going to redistribute OSPF. So we need to redistribute what here? OSPF in the BGP, as well as BGP into OSPF. BGP into OSPF. So here we can redistribute I'm creating template for OSPF, so I can redistribute here BGP. Say new redistribute. And which protocol? Protocol is going to be BGP. So that my LAN device, like here, we are running OSPF. Once I will redistribute BGP, it will send BGP routes to this router, internal router. So internal router will get all other side routes automatically. So that's why I'm redistributing here OSPF protocol, BGP protocol in OSPF. Any policies, route policy? No, just add it. OSPF area, let's say area 0, area ID 0. Set area type. If I will not select the area type, it will use the default area, the standard, right? Like if you want to configure NSSA area or stub area or totally stub area, then you can configure it from here. Any interface is here where you want to enable OSPF? Yes, add interface. Which interface? You want to add LAN interface in OSPF, right? On the LAN interface, you want to enable OSPF, like on the interface G0/2, or you can say LAN interface template. Here I can say add, and we can say interface name G0/2. It will enable OSPF over here on this interface. Hello time, leave everything on default in the advanced. Let me see anything. Authentication type, authentication key, MD5, no. OSPF network type, broadcast, okay. If you want to change it to point, you can do it. Like I can say OSPF network type, point to point. Passive interface, no, nothing. Add. So area 0, in area 0 we have added one interface as well. Reference redistribution, nothing, save it. All good, guys. Any other template is required here on all the vanished devices? Tell me any other configuration which are required on vanished device. Is there anything? No? Tell me if configuration like template for all the tasks is configured, created. What do you think? Any configuration is pending? No. We can create template to configure banner as well. Template, feature template, and add template. Select the device, VS Cloud, and then banner template. Somewhere you will find banner. Here it is, you can see in the other template, banner. Name of my template can be banner config. If you want to use, you can use. If you don't want to use, you can ignore it, leave it like that. And see, two banners are there. One is login banner and one is MOTD banner. What is the difference, guys, between MOTD banner and login banner? What is the difference?
So login banner is the default one. Whenever we log into the device, it will show.
Default one, okay.
The message of, MOTD is like, is that we need to warn any, whenever we are doing any activity on the device, we'll give some message to the who is logged into the device.
MOTD is, bro, login banner before login.
Okay.
And login banner is banner after login. So before login, let's say I want to say welcome to my company or any information. If I want to give like, let's say welcome to PM networking, and here in the login banner, which will show before the login, is going to be only authorized user should access this device, or any information if you want to say, put before someone is going to log into your device, like maybe username, password,
Okay.
and after the login you can configure MOTD and then I can save it. Yeah, like this we can have banner for any types of configuration, and I think these are the sufficient templates. We have created template for everything. Now we can combine these all templates in device template, and then we can push it on device. Okay, so I am going to create one device template through feature template. You can see when I am creating device template, there are two options: CLI based template and feature based template. First, we have two types of template, device and feature, and then device template is categorized into two parts. So I can create device template through CLI also if I have command line commands, or through features also. This time I am going to create device template through feature template. So let me select this one. Name of your template and the model of your device, for which device you are going to create it. I am going to create it for VS Cloud, and name is, let's say, WAN is device config. WAN is device config. Same, right? For the system wise configuration, are you going to use any template? Yes, I am going to use any template. One template which we have created with name system config. So let me select this one. Then for the logging, do you have any template? You can see I am not able to find any template here because we have not created any template for logging. And from here also we have option to create template. If you want to create template for logging, you can create from here also. Then for AAA, I don't have any template. For BFT, no, I am not using. For OMP, no. For the security, no. For VPN 0, yes, for VPN 0, I have one template with name transport VPN, correct? 1 minute. See guys, while creating feature template, I had selected the device model as well as template type. So that's why in the transport VPN I am able to find transport VPN template, right? So you need to call correct template here. In VPN 0 we have transport VPN, so I'm going to select it. Only one VPN is there. Interface, two interfaces are there. In VPN 0. By default, one interface is here. Already you can see VPN interface. If you want to remove, you can remove it from here. Right? If you want to add from here, you can see VPN interface add button. Let me click over here. Let me click over here twice because I need to add two interface. First one is internet interface and second one is MPLS interface, correct? In VPN 0 I have two interfaces, internet and MPLS interface. Then do you have any template for management VPN? VPN 512, yes, I have created one with name management VPN. Let me call it over here. Is there any interface in management VPN? Yes, there is one interface which is management interface. Do you have any service VPN? Yes, I have one service VPN. We'll call to that VPN with name service VPN. You can see here. Let me call it. Is there any interface in service VPN? Yes, one interface is there. Let me add the VPN interface over here. And which interface? Which interface is there, guys, in service VPN? LAN interface, correct? Is there anything else? No. Additional. For the banner, I have one template with name banner config. Policy, no, I am not using any template, any policies. SNMP security policy, nothing else is required. Only one thing is still pending, that is under VPN 0 we need to configure BGP, and under transport like service VPN we need to configure OSPF, right? So let me take you to transport VPN here, and let me call BGP protocol over here, BGP, and let me select the template BGP template. Name of template should be BGP config, but by mistake I type template, no worry. Then in service VPN we need to enable OSPF, so let me add OSPF here, and let me select the VPN OSPF config. Now you can see we are done with all basic configuration. System wise configuration, I have one feature template. For transport VPN, VPN 0, I have one template. Inside the transport VPN, we have enabled the BGP through feature template. We have configured the VPN interface, two VPN interface, internet interface and MPLS interface. We have added both the interface there, right? And now I can click on create. It will create template for me, device template. All the templates are called. You can cross verify it that you have used the correct templates or not, because I am going to use it on multiple devices, even on all WANs devices. So let me click on create. Now I can configure all WANs devices through this template with name WANs device config, right? This CLI template can be deleted. You can see we have only one device template, and these are my feature templates. Feature template, device template. But attached device over here is 0. And how many feature templates are there in the CLIS template, guys? In the device template, 16 feature templates are there. How many templates? 16 templates. And how many attached device? 0. Updated by admin. Admin is one user on my vManage. I am the admin user, and I'm going to now attach it. For the testing, first I will push it on branch 1 VS1, just for the testing purpose, that everything is working fine or not. So let me click on this 3 dot and attach devices. Let me click over here, select the device branch 1 VS1. I have selected the device where I want to push this template, and now I'm going to click on attach. Right now you need to fill all the variable informations. Variable informations are, what are the variable configuration? The variable configuration can be IP address on internet interface, IP address on management interface, BGPS number, and those all things are already configured. IP address on LAN interface. In the system wise configuration, it will ask you for host name, it will ask you for site ID, system IP. So you need to fill those all informations. Click on this 3 dot and edit device template, and now you can see it is asking you for host name. First of all, host name should be branch 1 VS1. It have already selected from the vManage. System IP 5.5.5 and site ID should be 1. Then interface name LAN interface. What is the name of your LAN interface? Name of my LAN interface is G0/0. Sorry, 2. You can see LAN interface is 0/2. Then IPv4 address, like IP address of LAN interface. IP address on the LAN interface is going to be here 10.10.1.1, 10.10.1.1. Let me cross verify. Yeah, 1.1/24. Then next hop address of internet. So on the internet, where my subnet is 101.1.2.0. So 2 is the IP address on internet router. 101.1.2.2. 101.1.2.2. Next hop IP address. IP address on MPLS interface. IP address on the MPLS interface is going to be here 10.1.2.1. 10.1.2.1/24. Fine. IPv4 address, MPLS interface, IP address. IP address, what happened here? IP address, MPLS interface. Here it is asking for the interface name of MPLS. This is this IP address is here, and name of the MPLS interface is 0/1. G 0/1. You can see 0/1. On the G 0/1, it will configure this IP address. Then name of your internet is interface. It is going to be G 0/0. G 0/0 is connected to internet. You know this. IP address on internet interface 101.1.2.1/24. And finally the BGP neighbor IP address. So BGP neighbor IP address is going to be 10.1.2.2, because on the MPLS link I am running this subnet. You can see. All done. Let me update it and click next. After updating, next, and here is your template based configuration. If you want to check your template before pushing it, like for the cross verification, because it is going to change the behavior of the entire device, entire topology, because in the industry you will be pushing on multiple devices. So if you will see the differences in the earlier configuration and new configuration, so here you can find the differences. You can see the banner based configuration. Earlier banner was not there in the configuration. This is the present configuration of device, left side, and the right side is the template based configuration which I am going to push over here. So earlier banner was not there, and now two banners are there. One is login banner, which is only authorized user should access this device, and MOTD banner is welcome to PM networking. Then next difference is here you can see the service VPN configuration. Earlier service VPN configuration was not there, but this time we have service VPN, and in the service VPN we are running OSPF protocol as well. We are redistributing BGP as well, and on the interface G 0/0 you can see G 0/2 is already added in the service VPN. Their description is connected to LAN, and IP address is 10.10.1.1/24. The management VPN, earlier IP address was there on the management interface. This time IP address is not there on the management interface. So these are the difference in configuration. Earlier BGP 1 was running, now BGP 10 is going to run, but the configuration, BGP configuration is same, right? So let me click on configure devices. Once I will click on configure devices, it is going to schedule the pushing process. Now it is pushing the template to device. You can see starting checks, validating if device schedule for template push are active or not, sending message to vmanage 1.1.1, published message to vmanage, checks complete, and after that your process of pushing template is started. You can see it is under process, and now succeed. What it did, configuring device with feature template. Name of your template is manage device config. Generating configuration from template, checking and creating device in vmanage. Device is online, vmanage is online. Updating device config in vmanage, then pushing configuration to device. Pre-check on vmanage have passed. Continuing with pushing configuration to device, then pushing configuration to device. Please wait. After that, completed template push to device. Template successfully attached to device. And now if you will go to template, now you can see the attached device is showing 1. Correct? Correct? Yes. Now if you will check device mode, of branch 1 VS1, my 5.5.5, then you can see the mode of this device is vmanage. Right now through CLI also we can verify those configurations. Like if I will access it through CLI now, admin and admin, I can check. So run VPN 10, let's say. So it is going to show me, see, VPN 10 is created. Name of this VPN is service VPN. Router OSPF is enabled, and here are the timer information, and we are redistributing BGP. After that, interface G0/2 connected to LAN interface, and IP address is this one, port is no set. This is my VPN 10 configuration. Correct. We can verify. So OSPF neighbor. So OSPF neighbor is not there. Once I will configure this router by internal router, here we will have OSPF neighborship also. Let me configure this internal router. Enable config T interface F0/0 no set and IP address 10.10.1. Let's say here I am going to use 10.255.255.255.0. In the OSPF on my VS, I set network type point to point. So here also I will say IP OSPF network point to point, and then IP OSPF 1 area 0. Now I am expecting OSPF neighborship here. Do ping 10.10.1.1. I'm not able to ping VS Cloud. Yes, ping is working. Sorry, ping is working, but OSPF neighborship is the do so IP OSPF neighbor. No, do so IP OSPF interface brief. OSPF is enabled on fast Ethernet 0/0. IP address is this one. Network type is point to point. But OSPF neighborship is not there. That means still there is some issue in my template. So OSPF interface, what it's saying, guys? No entry, fine. So OSPF, database, nothing is there. So OSPF process, OSPF process VPN 10 router ID. Okay. So OSPF database. Let me check the template of OSPF once if I am missing anything. Template, feature template, and the OSPF config. Here it is. Let me click on edit. Router ID, distance, inter area not required. Redistribute BGP. Okay. Area is not created here. We have created the area 0, I think. Let me add again area 0 here, and set area type default, and interface I'm going to add here GE0/2 and click on that, and let me update it. Sorry, I think again we have to do it. OSPF edit template, go to area is not there, area is 0, type is default, interface is going to be G0/2, 2 and let me click on add.
H है sir, H.
Huh?
Wrong interface.
Interface H E0.
Click on edit and interface GE. Save change and update. Click next, configure device. Wait for some time, it is pushing the latest configuration now, and this time it will not take much time. Done. And now let me check router. Still OSPF neighbor is not up, so IP OSPF neighbor. Now neighbor is loading. In loading state you can see. Now we have OSPF neighborship guide. Here you can see the log message. So IP OSPF neighbor between router and VS. So this is how you can configure any routing protocol on your VS cloud. Through command, how you will do that? VPN 0, not here, on your VS cloud. So IP OSPF neighbor, now you can verify the neighbor. You can see 10.10.1.10 is neighbor. On which interface? On G0/0. Now we can check the database also. So IP OSPF database. Here is the database. You can check the interface also. Interface. Right, so it is running on G0/2 OSPF. But now it is not receiving any route. Let me do one thing from the LAN side, from the LAN router, internal router. I'm going to advertise these loopbacks. Let me create interface loopback 1, or let me use Notepad for the basic configuration of router. Interface loopback 1, IP address 192.168.10.1.255.255.255.0, IP OSPF network point 2 point. This is going to be configuration on all loopback. 3 loopbacks are there. Loopback 1, loopback 2, loopback 3. Let me say loopback 2, and here I am going to configure IP 11.1, and on loopback 3 I am going to configure 12.1. Let me copy it. And one more thing, OSPF IP OSPF 1 area 0. This command is also required on all interface. Copy, paste it over here, and paste it over here. Done. Copy it and let me paste it on my internal router. All the commands are accepted. Now I am going to save the configuration of internal router. Save. And now if you are going to check the routing table of your VH, so OSPF route, no route found. So IP routes, internal subnets are not coming. These 192.168.10.0 and till 12.0. Why it is not coming? Let me check here on the router. So IP OSPF interface brief OSPF is enabled on all the interfaces. So IP OSPF neighborship is also fine. So IP OSPF database, here is the LSA1 of VS as well. Here 5 links information are there, everything looks fine here. On VH, so OSPF interface. Okay, network type over here is, guys, broadcast, and here I have configured point to point. This is the issue. Interface F0/0, no IP OSPF network point to, no IP OSPF network. IP OSPF network point to point, and say no to this. And now let me check the routing table here, or so OSPF route, and now you can see there is something. (192.168.12.0) all prefixes will come. Now 11.0 and 10.0 is also there, right? Now if you will check the routing table of your VS Cloud, so IP routes, here you can see in the routing table also it have learned these prefixes through OSPF. In which VPN? In which VPN, guys?
Service VPN, sir.
Service VPN, VPN 10. In service VPN, you can see how many prefixes are there. Even we can filter the routing table also, like here we can say VPN 10. So it will show me the routing table of VPN 10 only. Now router 1 is going to advertise it to VS Smart through OMP protocol, am I right? WAN is 1 is going to advertise these all prefixes to VS Smart through OMP, because so run VPN 10. In VPN 10 we are redistributing BGP. Sorry, this is the redistribution of BGP in OSPF. Will router 1 advertise these prefixes to VS Smart, guys? Check the running configuration. So run and OMP. In the OMP you can see what it's saying.
Overlay management.
Advertise connected and advertise
Static.
static. So we need to redistribute OSPF into OMP, right? And for the LAMP, what I am doing now I am pushing the same template to branch 2 VS also, here also. Okay, let me do one thing first. Let me attach this device template to other managed device as well. I'm not attaching it to all, but I am attaching it to side 2 VS, branch 2 VS, just to verify the things. Template, feature template, not feature template, sorry, device template. One is device config, attach device, and this time 6.6.6, attach. Click on this 3 dot, edit information, system IP, side ID, done. Interface, name of LAN interface G0/2, IPv4 address of LAN interface, it is going to be LAN interface IP address 10.10.2.2, 10.10.2.1/24, not 2. Then next hop, internet IP address, internet subnet is 101.1.4, 101.1.4.2, next hop IP address. Then interface name of your MPLS interface. MPLS interface name is G0/1. IP address of your MPLS interface 10.10. MPLS 10.1.4.1. 10.1.4.1. IP address on MPLS interface. Next hop IP of internet. Okay, fine. Then interface name of your internet interface G0/0. IP address of your internet interface 101.1.4.1/24, and the BGP neighbor address. BGP neighbor address is going to be 10.1.4.1 is on MPLS interface, so 4.2. Update. Here is the template. Let me configure the device. And here on branch 1 VS1 we can verify the BGP neighborship also. Let me see here. BGP neighborship is there or not between MPLS router and this one is. So BGP neighbor. Yes, so you can see guys, BGP neighbor is active. BGP neighbor is active on the MPLS router. We can verify the configuration. MPLS router is not configured. So until I am pushing this template, let me configure MPLS interface. Config T, hostname MPLS, interface F0/0, no shut, IP address 10.1.1.2, 255.255.255.0, exit interface F1/0, again say no shut here, and IP address 10.1.2.2, 255.255.255.0, interface F2/0, no shut, and IP address 10.1.3.1, F2/0, 3.2, 255.255.255.0, interface F3/0, no shut, and IP address 10.1.4.2, 255.255.255.0, and then finally interface F4/0, no shut, and IP address is going to be 10.1.5.2, 255.255.255.0. Router BGP AS number 500, remote AS was 500, and neighbor I am going to say 10.1.2.1, and remote AS of neighbor is, what was the AS number of BGP guys? So run VPN 0. In VPN 0 router BGP 10 is running and remote AS is 500. So here I will have configure 500 and I am going to say remote AS 10. Remote AS 10. One more neighbor 10.1.3.1, 4.1, 4.1, and you can see neighborship between MPLS router and WAN is 1 is up. 4.1, then neighbor 5.1, and here for the DC It is going to be 10.1.1.1. 1.1, right? And one more neighbor, branch 4, and here IP address is 10.1.7.1 and remote is again 10. On same all router I will configure 10 only in my company. Done. But there will be issue, guys. I will tell you the issue. There will be one issue. Can anyone tell me what is the issue? One issue is there. IP address 10.1.7.2. There is one issue. See, let's say DC LAN prefixes, these prefixes. This WANS device will advertise it to VSmart. Okay, I am not talking about that overlay. Let's talk about underlay. Sorry. Here we will have BGP neighbor. Here we will have BGP neighbor. This DC switch will advertise this public subnet to MPLS router through BGP, and it will add their AS number 10. When MPLS router will forward it to this WAN is any other WAN is, it will also include the AS number because it is forwarding to their eBGP. So AS number 500. And when this WAN is device will receive and it will see their own AS number, it will discard it. Correct?
Yes.
So reachability will not be there via MPLS. This way, in this case. What I have to do then?
Allow AS in some.
Allow AS in.
Yeah.
So in the template we have to see the allow AS in feature is there or not. Go to template, feature template, and I am searching for the BGP configuration, BGP template, edit, see somewhere allow AS in. No, we are not advertising a network. In the neighbor, source interface, no. Allow AS in is there, guys? Anywhere? 1 minute, brother. Allow yes in should be there somewhere. Then we can do one more thing here. If we are not able to find it now, we can configure different AS number on DC switch. Only DC switch is going to advertise the subnet. On the DC switch, I will configure any different AS number. So on the MPLS router, let me say config T router BGP, and I will find the allow AS in option in the template later. Do so run section BGP and 10.1.1.1. This neighbor is not required. Let me say no to this, and then I will say again neighbor this one, and let's say 100. Remote AS 100. 100. Right now on branch 1 VS1 I have BGP neighbor. So BGP neighbor, and now you can see guys, neighbor is established. State is now established. Earlier state was active, but is it receiving any route from the BGP? So BGP routes, no. Right, so still via MPLS this vanished device is not reachable to controller, correct? Now let me take you to DC switch, and here also let me configure BGP. Config T interface E1/1, say no switch port, and then IP address 10.1.1.1 255.255.255.0 exit router BGP AS number 100 and neighbor 10.1.16.2 and remote AS of neighbor is 500. And let me advertise the network. Which network? 100.1.1.0 and mask 255.255.255.0. So IP BGP summary, neighbor is idle, ping 10.1.6.2. even ping is not working. Let me check MPLS router. So run F0/0. So run interface F0/0. IP is correct, this one is correct. So IP interface brief F0/0. Everything looks fine here. So run section BGP, at least ping should work. Oh, configuration is here only, issue is here only. So run interface E1/1. Port is no switch port. Okay, so IP interface brief 1/1. Yeah. Okay, IP is incorrect on the MPLS router. .1.1.2. Let me ping 10.1.1.2. Okay, ping is working. BGP issue is here. So run section BGP. BGP. So run section BGP. BGP S number is 100. That is fine. Network is okay. Neighbor command is incorrect. Let me remove it. Router BGP S number 100 and no to this, and then neighbor 10.1.2 and remote as of neighbor is 100. And let me save the configuration. Now so IP BGP summary. Soon we will have BGP summary. Wait. Closing. Now we are getting notification message. We did some mistake again. So run section BGP. Neighbor remote ES is incorrect now. Config T router BGP S number 100. And let me remove this command and say neighbor 10.1.1.2 and remote ES is 500, not 100. And so IP in BGP summary. Now you can see BGP neighbor is up, and so IP BGP in the BGP table. This prefix is also there. Let me save the configuration. Let me take you to MPLS router and let me show you the BGP table of MPLS router now. MPLS. So IP BGP. Here also you can see 100.1.1.0. BGP keep alive message from 10.1.3.1. 10.1.3.1 branch 1 VS1. On branch 1 VS1 also we are running BGP. So either we can ignore this message for now, right? Maybe I think I am running BGP ES number 1 there. For now I can ignore it. And MPLS router is receiving DC public network. Now we need this router will advertise it to branch 1 VS1. So let me take you to branch 1 VS1 now. Here, so IP BGP route, and now you can see through BGP it is learning which subnet 10.1. In the BGP 100.1.1.0/24 network is there, and next hop is this one. That means now this branch router WAN router can reach to, can ping to vManage via MPLS also. Ping 100.1.1.1, and if I am going to say source GE0/1, which is MPLS interface, then ping should work. One more thing we can verify here on DC switch. See, on the DC switch we should have this subnet. We should have this subnet over here, right? Because source IP is going to be MPLS interface IP address. So no one is advertising this subnet. Let me take you to MPLS router and MPLS will advertise it. Go to config T router BGP S number 500 and network 10.1.2.0 mask 255.255.255.0 3.0 also 4.0 also 5.0 as well. 6.0 is also there. 5, then 7. Done, right. And now again I am going to ping from branch 1. Now you can see ping started working, guys. Now my MPLS transport is working fine. Now between two managed devices, how many IPsec session will be there? Between two managed devices, guys, how many IPsec session will be there now?
One between two WAN devices, sir.
Yes.
One, sir.
Two number. Now two transports are there.
Yes, internet and MPLS.
Internet and MPLS. If I will talk about this WAN is and this WAN is, right? So they will have IPsec over internet also and IPsec over MPLS also now.
MPLS also, yes, sir.
And it will be performing load balancing now. Right? So here also we have pushes the template. Let me check. Let me take you to this VH over here. Here also I am expecting BGP neighborship between MPLS router and this vantage admin. So BGP neighbor is not there, guys. So run VPN 10. Yeah, this is new template, but OSPF is not running here. We have not attached the template which is 7.7.7. Let me check. Go to template, device template and attach device 2. Let me click on this 2. Sorry, I have attached it to 6.6.6, guys, by mistaken, which is not in 6 because I have turned off this device. So let me deattach this template from here, from this vantage device, because this was the template for branch 2 VS. Deattach, and this time only I am deattaching this one. But see, if device is unavailable, then we cannot detach it. So let me turn it on so that device will come online and then we can deattach it. And after that I will push that template over here on this VS. Let me push the template till then. Attach to 7.7.7. By mistaken I attach it to that device. Host name, branch 2 VS 1, and the LAN interface G0/2. IP address on the LAN interface 10.10.2.1. Here you can see 2.1. Then IP address on the next hop of internet 4.2. Interface name of MPLS interface 1. IP address of MPLS interface 4.1. Name of your internet interface G0/0. IP address on the internet interface 4.1. BGP neighbor 4.2. Host name branch 2 VS1. System IP 7.7.7 and side ID 2. Done. Let me update it. Click next and config. Wrong template is attached with VS2 of branch 1. On this VS I have configured the wrong template. So when this device will come up, can this device reach to V manages and VS Smart, VBound, to the controller. IP address is incorrect. Not reach na guys.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Not reach.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
access it through vmanage? No. Can you
No.
change the IP address through CLI? No.
No.
Your device is in vmanage mode. So what you will do now? See, there is no option, guys. My device is not able to reach vmanage controller because of misconfiguration, and device is in vmanage mode. Now I cannot access it. You have only one option, that is console. Now through console you have to erase the
Configure.
configuration. Erase the configuration. On my vmanage you can see template is pushes WAN is device. It is still reachable. 6.6.6 is fine. Reachable. I think then the template is not attached. Let me check the template. Yes, here you can see 3 devices are there, but one is out of sync. One is out of sync. So we can deattach it. If you will push the configuration with wrong configuration, then it will create the issue like that. Because if device mode is vmanage, then you cannot change the configuration through CLI. Every time you should cross verify it. Now done. Okay, it is removing the configuration. Here, now let me check branch 2 VS. And so BGP neighbor. Now you can see BGP neighbor is established, and ping in VPN 0 to 100.1.1, and source should be G0/1 MPLS interface. VPN 0, extremely sorry. Now see, ping is working, right? So here also we will have BGP session, and now so BGP route. So you can see it is learning 100 prefix through BGP. .1.1.0. Now tell me one thing, guys. VPN 10 is there. So if I will check the routing table of VPN 10, will I have side 1 LAN prefixes 192.168.10.0, 11.0 and 12.0? Yes. I am in branch 2, so IP route VPN 10 in VPN 10. 192.168.10.0, 11.0. See, 10.0 is reachable via internet and MPLS both. Color over here is MPLS. You can see T-lock, system IP, color and encapsulation. Encapsulation is IPsec, system IP is 5.5.5 and color is MPLS, and color over here is bridge internet. So two paths are there to reach 192.168.10.0. That means OSPF is automatically redistributed into BGP, or we have redistributed? No, we have not configured OMP. So your OSPF is also redistributed into OMP by default, but OMP will be not redistributed into OSPF. So for that we have configured it in template. Now if I am going to configure this router, branch to internal router, here I am going to make it 20, 21, 22. One minute. Enable config T and paste the configuration here. One more interface F 0/0 no set IP address and 10 dot 10 dot 2 dot 2 IP OSPF 1 area 0. So IP OSPF neighbor. Soon OSPF neighbor will come up. Done. OSPF neighbor and so IP route OSPF. It is not receiving, guys, side 1 prefix. It is not receiving side 1 prefix. So IP OSPF neighbor is fine. Go to branch 2 VS. Branch 2 VS and let me check. So OSPF route 21 is coming here, 22 and 20. It is receiving from this router, but it is not advertising. Means OMP should be redistributed into OSPF and that is already redistributed. So run VPN 10 OSPF redistribute BGP. Let me take you to internal router of branch 1 once and here let me see the routing table. So IP route OSPF. No, it is not receiving any prefixes. Can anyone troubleshoot it? See, on vanished devices we are able to see the prefixes. Like if I will show you the branch 1 VS1. Branch 1 VS1 and so IP route VPN 10. So see, in VPN 10 my LAN subnets 10.0, 11.0, 12.0 are also there and 20, 21 and 22 are also there. Branch 2 prefixes and 2 next hops are there, 2 TLOCs are there for all the prefixes. But in the internal router routing table, prefixes are not there. What can be the issue? What can be the issue? OSPF template, OSPF, then go to redistribution. Yeah, we are redistributing BGP. Here we should redistribute what, guys? OMP. So this was the issue. Let me update it. Next and device, that is pushing it to 2 devices. Yeah, fine, push it. Now it is updating. pushes the configuration on one device. On 5.5.5 is done. Now it is pushing on 7.7.7. You can see done. Now let me take you to internal router and let me show you the routing table. Let's say R2. So IP route OSPF. You can see all the side 1 prefixes are coming, right? I am on this router, internal router inside 2. All the prefixes of side 1 is coming, and in the side 1 internal router, so IP route OSPF, side 2 prefixes are coming. And if I am going to ping, let me check LAN users are able to ping or not. Ping 192.168.20.1 and source 192.168.10.1. and see ping is working, right guys? Ping is working, means these two sites are able to communicate, right? If I will trace route 192.168.20.1 and source 192.168.10.1 and numeric, see traffic is going to 10.10.1.1. 10.1.1.1 is nothing but your branch 1 VS, and after that traffic is going to 10.10.2.1. 10.10.2.1 is side 2 device, and after that the internal router of side 2. Right guys? So we are able to discover this interface and this interface, which are in VPN 10. VPN 10, VPN 10, and after that we are discovering this one, because here we have what? IPsec. How many IPsec sessions are there? 2 IPsec sessions are there. So traffic is going via IPsec. That's why we are not able to discover any router transport routers. If I will show you the IPsec session now on branch 1, let's say branch 1 VS1. So IPsec inbound connection. So you can see 2 IPsec sessions are there, both with 7.7.7.7. Should I reduce the size? Let me change it. Is it visible now? See, 2 IPsec sessions are there. 7.7.7 and 5.5.5 over MPLS link, and 7.7.7 5.5.5 over biz internet link. Actually this is T-lock of internet, this is T-lock of MPLS. T-lock of internet and T-lock of MPLS. Encryption algorithm, you can see AES, it is using AES, advanced encryption standard. Then, but we will not have 2 OMP session. Always keep in mind, we will have only 1 OMP session. So control connection, see control connection with any device, let's say vManage. With vManage, biz internet, vSmart, MPLS and biz internet. On vManage we have only 1 control connection over internet. Over MPLS I don't have any control connection. With vManage, with vWant I have control connection on both devices, and on my vSmart also you can see. That means there is some difference in the configuration of vManage and vSmart. 1 minute guys. Hello. अभी तो मैं SD-WAN का क्लास ले रहा हूँ. ठीक है, ठीक है. So what we can do here, I can access my vManage. I can check the color. Admin and admin. So run VPN 0. On VPN in VPN 0 I have one interface. And what is the color over here, guys? We are not able to see the color. Tunnel interface, allow service. Admin, and let me check once again on branch 1 VS1 control connection. Let me ping vmanage 100.1.1 and source G0/1. Yeah, vmanage is reachable via MPLS also. So run VPN 0, tunnel interface G0/0, color is biz internet restricted 0/1, tunnel interface color is MPLS restricted. Fine, here it is. Admin. Guys, if I want that vmanage and manage device should establish control connection over MPLS, then I can change the color on vmanage. VPN 0 interface it 1 tunnel interface, and then I can configure color MPLS and commit, and then restrict also, restrict color MPLS restrict color MPLS commit. Now go to branch 1 VS1 and show control connection between vmanage. Now you can see vmanage has control connection over MPLS, right? vSmart have control connection over both the transport, because vSmart know both the T-lock, all the T-lock. All the managed devices are advertising T-lock to vSmart. So you can manage control connection as well. Here let's say I have connection like this. One interface is connected to MPLS and one interface is connected to internet. Then here I will configure color internet, here I will configure color MPLS. On both the transport it will form control connection. Clear? Ping is working. We have seen the trace route through CLI. Now we'll see the packet flow. Before packet flow, admin and admin. From vmanage also you can check the connectivity between two sites or the trace route. You can simulate the traffic as well. Like here you can see on branch 1 VS1 I have this interface in VPN 0, and on branch 2 I have this interface in VPN sorry, not 0, 10, 10. IP address over here is 10.10.1.1, 10.10.1.1, and here IP address is 10.10.2.1. This is my IP configuration on the VPN 10 interface. So we can trace route. We can trace route from here. In the network, we'll select the device, branch 1 VS1, and here you can see troubleshooting, real time option is there. So if I'm going to choose real time, here I can run any command like show IP route. I can use this command like this here. I can run any command on 5.5.5. You can see these are the command. So is not required. I think IP routes. So you can see it is asking for the VPN ID. I want to see the route in VPN 10. There are 3 VPN, VPN 0, VPN 5, 1, 2, and which type of route? All types of route. Let me search it. It will show me the entire routing table here. You can see this is the routing table of branch 1 VS1. Clear? 5.5.5. So in the real time, we can run any command. Through CLI, we can check the configuration. In the troubleshooting, I can ping, I can simulate the traffic, right? Let me click on simulate in VPN 10. Let me select the VPN 10. Source interface is going to be G0/0 and IP is, you can see 10.1.1.1. Destination IP is going to be 10.10.2.1. And application, here I can select ICMP or leave it for all the traffic. In advance, is there anything? Nothing is there. Protocol number is 1. Okay, fine. Simulate. So you can see your traffic is going over internet as well as MPLS. Traffic is going on both the transport. It is performing what? ECMP. Getting my point? In case of trace route, we are able to see both the transports. Later we'll manage these transport. Maybe for ICMP traffic it will be using internet. For the another type of traffic it will be using MPLS, like that. We'll do that later. For now, is it clear? Here is troubleshooting option. From here also we can troubleshoot, like checking the tunnel health, device bringing, control connection, ping, trace route. We can trace route also. The IP address 10.10.2.1. In which VPN? In VPN 10. And the source should be G0/2. And let's start. In the advanced, is there anything? No. Here we can define the size. Let me click on start. You can see in the trace route, guys. In the trace route also we are not able to discover the transport routers, MPLS or internet router. This is my VPN 10 interface G0/0, and this is another side VPN 10 interface IP address. Got it? Here is the output. You can see 10.10.1.1 in VPN 10 to this. Right? If you know the IPsec, you can understand the packet flow now very easily. That like how routers have established the IPsec tunnel here automatically. We have not configured IPsec, right? Automatically it have established. So there are 2 IPsec and it is performing load balancing. But you can, like from this router, I cannot identify router is forwarding traffic to which router, right? To see the traffic on the internet router, what I can do here? I can capture the traffic, right, to find from which transport it is going. So by default, SD-WAN is going to perform load balancing over all the transport. Means it is going to create full mesh topology. All the WAN devices are connected to each other over both the transport, and will manage it through policies. So this was template based configuration, and now it's your chance. You need to configure, like push this same template on all the devices, right? Guys, can I use same template for all managed devices? Yes, I can. Right. So like this, you can configure all devices. Tomorrow I will push it on all devices and then we'll proceed from here.